big girl dance. Just a little bit.
Just
Just
small shakara.
You don't stress too much to dance.
Those facial expression.
First things first, get all the money. Girls like me keep it high.
Hi guys, I'm Andrew Fowles. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, you know. So today we're going to be talking about feminism, basically.
Feminism. Why are you rude? Did you even introduce me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were here. Sorry.
Really? Like, really? I did all of this for you not to acknowledge my presence,
I'm so
right?
sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, you know.
Whatever.
I'm so sorry. With me here, I have
Lois, as in Lois, Tarika, but the lowest, the lowest, whatsoever you introduce Tarika.
Okay. So today we're going to be talking about feminism. I already said that before, didn't I? Let's gist about feminism.
Nice.
So guys, feminism basically is about equal rights, right?
Yeah, for both men and women.
Equal rights for men and women, blah blah blah. Let's be the same and all of that shit. But anyway, some people are taking it too far these days.
So I won't blame ladies when they take it far. You know this stuff they say like aim for the moon and be aim for the stars. I don't know which one comes before which one. That if you do not hit one of them, you shall fall upon to the other. They aim for higher rights, yeah, because like they know that they are not going to achieve this right, fair enough. But then let's be that there is some sense of equality to it. So people these days, when you talk about feminism, right, it means equality of rights for both men and women. But then a lot of things are coming into play in this 21st century, guy. People are now mixing it for gender roles.
Exactly.
And it's almost
point.
like
exactly my point.
I don't even know what gender roles is again. Is gender roles part of feminism?
You know, like, I don't even know what feminism is again now. Before I know usually like before I was like, yeah, feminism, yes, equal rights and all of that, but now I'm like, yeah,
I have never been a fan of putting a name to it.
Because I'm not, I don't. If you ask me, I'm like, I don't know. In fact, no.
I would
because
tell
I don't
you,
even know what it is
no,
anymore.
I am not. No. I think what I tell people, when you ask me, are you a feminist? I ask you, what is your definition of feminism? Then whatever you give to me as a definition, then I'm going to pick my answer based on what you.
And the thing is now that guys are vexing. Since
Ladies are not keeping quiet too. But then when ladies are being hushed, they have this hushed undertone. Is when it comes to paying the bills.
Exactly. Since we want to be equal, man, okay,
let's put the bills equally.
Let's pay the bills.
Can we say this is like we have been, let's say in Nigeria now, we have been accustomed to this part of or this act that is supposedly meant to be done by men as general. Like when you go like on the first date, the guy has to foot the bill, can we say that has become part of the masculine gender in Nigeria?
Well,
because if I go on the first day, in all honesty, you guy,
you're paying, bro.
You cannot pay.
You're paying, bro.
You have to pay.
But obviously there will definitely be vex money. There will be backup. But then because most times it's the guy that asks that, okay, let's go out. I'm taking you out. So if you are taking
you
me
actually
out,
initiated it.
Exactly. So
you
you're
gotta
taking
put
me
the
out.
bills.
You have to pay. Please.
I tell people that do not be the African parents you are complaining about.
Exactly.
Do not be the African parents you're complaining about. In the sense that growing up, our mothers told us you have to know how to cook. Not just because it is a survival skill that when you leave their house, that you are going to learn how to be able to take care of yourself and all of that. You're going to be able to learn how to cook good meals. But then you have to learn how to cook because someday you are going to end up in a man's house. No, please, guys, this is a wrong perspective.
Everybody should be able to cook, actually.
Exactly, because it's a survival skill.
But personally, it would be like my duty to cook for you. But you should be able to cook. What about times that I won't be around? What about times that?
What about times when I just need to sit down and relax and you have to go into the kitchen and fix me a meal?
Exactly,
and
bro.
Massage my leg.
I'm kissing as I'm massaging it.
Oh my God! I've been whispering sweet words of prayers to me. Like,
speaking of feminism, the mother of feminism
in Nigeria, we can't talk about this without bringing her into it.
Our
mom.
Speaking of feminism, the mother of feminism
in Nigeria, we can't talk about this without bringing her into it. Also, if you don't know who we're talking about Chimamanda Adichie,
oh, yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay, so there was the controversy about she talking about what they call it, opening door, Abi.
My
I
Lord.
can't quote her. I think she was talking about it in terms of do not open the door for me if you see it as I am weak and I can't open the door, stuff like that. I'm not quoting her, guys, please don't get me wrong, I'm not quoting her. But where I actually had a problem with what she was saying is that sometimes it's like where men are not looking towards like it's feminism.
Why did we should think of something like that?
If men are actually looking at it, like majority of men are looking at it this way, it's going to be a different case. So, but I mean, lots of us see it as a romantic gesture.
Exactly.
So, to my future man out there, just in case I'm in a car, please open the door for me.
Open the door for me.
Carry me and take me inside. Like,
If it means I'm weak, let me be weak like that. Is it your week?
it's my week.
So there was this gist I heard about
Being wrapped
about a woman that gave birth, and then her husband helped her change the child's diaper, and then she said thank you, and then they were like, why did she say thank you? That it's not supposed to be a normal thing, that we're equal, we both gave birth to the child.
So it doesn't bite you, it doesn't hurt if your man should change your baby's, like you guys baby's diapers all join, he should change the diaper. It's like you don't find most of the time, like in the African setting, you don't find fathers that are down
At all.
Their own is, in fact, some of them do
Just
not
to
know.
provide.
In our African society, you see a guy that is really a father, like a husband, that is willing to change his child's diapers, to born, maybe sing lullabies, you know.
Exactly.
That is cute. It doesn't hurt to say thank you.
There's nothing wrong with saying thank you.
There's nothing wrong. Please, feminists, don't twist and turn this by saying, why can't he say thank you to the lady for all the stress she goes through? Who says he's not going to say that? If you have a reasonable and this thing,
okay, like the light bulb thing too. Okay, what if his line is watching football and the thing goes off, and then you go and fix it by yourself, and you say, oh, thanks, babe.
Yeah, and I can remember saying something to my friend when this issue came up. I'm like, okay, now you saying that, why should you say thank you? Because it's your child, right? Both of you shall conceive the child together. And I'm like, imagine if you grow up, you get married, and you and your husband are footing the bills, like you bring money for the bills. Like instinctually in the African society, the man is supposedly meant to provide. He's supposed to be the head of the family, and you are footing the bills. You are helping him like constantly, not like maybe he asks for your help, but like constantly. And he doesn't even take out time to tell you, hey babe, thank you for all that you do. Not every African woman is going to want to do this, but then thank you. How are you going to feel? So let's just compare those two scenarios side by side. You're not saying thank you because you feel that it's both of you's child, and him not saying thank you to you too because he feels that it's a family, you're supposed to contribute, I'm supposed to contribute.
Exactly.
You understand? Not like I'm not contributing. You are going to be. So everybody needs appreciation.
So to all the great feminists out there, the ones championing the fight for equal rights, kudos to you, well done with everything.
Kudos.
But
I
then
appreciate you. Kudos.
let's not overstep the
Exactly. Let's not
overstep the feminism, whatever.
Let's not overdo it.
Let's be true to our gender roles. Let's remain the normal way, the normal things that a woman is supposed to do, and the normal thing a man is supposed to do. Let's leave it that way.
Do what works for you in your relationship, basically.
Exactly.
Do what works for you in your relationship. If your husband wants to cook for you 24/7, that's you. If you want to cook for your husband 24/7, or you want to cook for your man, your boyfriend, that's you. If you want to even wash his clothes, that's you. Another important thing to add to this is, do not just end it on Twitter, because Twitter for feminists are the.
But you know that some people don't even understand the meaning of feminism, and they only like filter the parts that they
filter the part that they feel is right. That
favors
them,
even
right?
true. My husband is always sleeping. He's not even cooking anything. If I come back home, rubbish. I'm a feminist. Come on, feminism. Let's go.
We are not going. You will starve. Oh, you will starve together.
The people that you are following, they're in their marriages and they're enjoying their marriage. So better, you have to do what works for you. Exactly.
Guys.
So
do what works for you. Filter your knowledge intelligibly. Do what works for you. That's the most important thing. The people that need this message, basically, like, we have heard it enough, guys. Supposedly we are woke. Take it out there to the lady that after she works gives her salary to her man.
Husband.
because he's the head of the family, but he's not doing anything to support that status, being the head of the family. To the lady that slips money under the table for her man just so that he can pay and look like he's actually championing his family, take it out there, like go into the field, like do not just talk, guys. Let's go into the field and emancipate these people, because they are the ones that
I kind of
need
feel
to
like
actually hear it.
some people that just, if you're comfortable with doing all that, I feel like
That's why I said do what works for you. Personally,
if you're comfortable with all that,
personally, if I grow up and I get
suit yourself, my dear.
I'm going to cook my meals because I'm very picky with my taste. So I'm going to cook what favors me.
Exactly.
Like,
so there's nothing like my husband should go and cook. Papa, please, I'm tired. You can do that when necessary, like when you are actually tired, but not when I've been cooking since all these days. Into should go and cook a bag. What happened?
not the one that you legit have a proper roster of who is going to wash the dishes in the morning, afternoon,
and night.
Some things that are unnecessary, guy. Last, both of you wash your dish as you finish.
As in wash your plate, I wash my
Wash
plate.
it as you
It's not
finish
hard.
and come
Life
to
goes
it.
on.
Like, feminism is not just educating ladies. It's according to the dictionary and according to
equal
people.
rights
Equal
onto
rights.
everybody.
Educate men, educate
Respect
women.
for
Make
everybody.
people change their mentality. Make people change their perspective on how they see things. Take it out there. They need it more than we do. You can't tell me now that maybe I get married someday else and my husband will tell me I should bring my go work now. I should bring my salary. You can't even be as stupid as that in the name of Jesus. So I had to say that, guys.
So guys, to wrap this up, I'm just trying to say that we should respect each other, feminist or non-feminist.
Yeah.
Respect each other
Respect
as a
as
human
human
being,
being.
not
Respect
because I am a
my
man or because I am a
person.
woman.
You're right.
Do what suits you. You and your relationship. You and do
You
what
and your
suits
spouse,
you.
you
Don't
and
try
your-
to. What works for Mr. A can never work for you.
Mr.
You know,
B.
you the kind of man you have might not take what
Yeah.
another person is taking. Do you get? So
Exactly.
just stay happy. Feminist or no feminist, please, we're all Nigerians and we go there right last. So guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks for having me too, Angie.
Thank you, Lois.
It was nice.
For
sharing the knowledge I did.
exactly. So don't forget to subscribe and like this video.
Subscribe.
See you when I see you. Ciao, ciao.
Till we meet again.